Hello, all you wonderful Rise of Kingdoms players out there. This is Dragothien here, and today we have got something special. So, in front of you, you see 501 The Lost Kingdom. I've been trying over the last few days, ever since we really started getting sneak peeks of Heroic Anthem set up for the new KVK. I've been trying to get as much info as possible. I want you to be able to come here, just like we did with Light versus Darkness. We were able to kind of put that out first and experience that in Kingdom 307. I wanted to get as much information as possible for you as well on Heroic Anthem. And I've been digging around and doing some things, and I noticed on the Lost Kingdom list that two new Lost Kingdoms, had popped up, 501 and 502. Lo and behold, this is the Heroic Anthem map. Now, when I first came here, there was fog. And I was going to make a video on it. And then my wife called me downstairs and came back up and relogged into the game and relogged into my instance on LD Player, and lo and behold, everything is visible. So I don't know if this is a glitch. I don't know. I'm not touching anything until this video is done. So I'm gonna go and walk through everything I can access in here with you guys, piece by piece. And as you can see, this is the Heroic Anthem new KVK map. So, fingers crossed we can see some structures here. Fingers crossed we can click some buildings. That'd be nice. And we're going to walk through this. So, with the new Heroic Anthem KVK map, as you can see, the top left, right, bottom left corners are your starting zones with the different elements. The fire, water, air, earth, and air, or wind, or whatever. Now, it looks like in each one of these starting zones, you have your standard Crusader Fortress, and we're going to try and go in there really quick. There's your 4 camps, like always. But it looks like the ruins are inside your starting area. Interesting. Now, again, this goes a little bit towards what the Coalition stuff was looking like, where you may have enemies in the starting areas of your element stuff. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to play out, and that's why I was digging so hard to find some information. And again, lo and behold, we found some stuff. So fingers crossed we're going to get some stuff that I can show you. Ooh, Rune Crusader Fortress. Let's see if we can click it. We can click it. Ooh, occupation buffs. Okay, so Coalition member limit +1. That's the occupation buff. So that's very interesting. It looks like all the rewards are pretty standard. 100K Alliance Honor, 100K Kingdom Honor. You get a little gem action going on, but instead of the normal KVK occupation buffs, you're going to get a Coalition member limit buff +1. Interesting. Interesting. And I don't think it's going to say anything in here about the reconstruction or anything like that. Yeah, it looks like the same thing. You got to rebuild the fort and all that good stuff, but it didn't give me any details. Okay. So let's scroll back out. Looks like we have a good amount of Guardians there too. Let's scroll back out and go look at the camps. Let me see if I can get some camps. The camps give you gathering speed. Okay, same thing as before. And again, the honor points are roughly the same as well. All the rewards are the same. So the camps are the same. So let's keep going. And let's go over to what looks to be the ruins. Yeah, Ancient Ruin, same stats here. 15 per minute on Alliance Honor. 40 per minute on the individual honor. Let's see if it has a, yeah, it's still 1 hour. So there you go. Every 39 hours, those open. You have that all together on one section here. So very interesting. All right, so this pass here, I know what a pass is, lady. Level 4 pass, okay. So this is where we're going to start having to understand the flow of the KVK, which we won't know until the Twilight comes out for the new Heroic Anthem KVK. But this is a level 4 pass, which theoretically I think you should be able to take that right away, right? Level 4 pass. Ooh, a sanctuary. Looks like a sanctuary here. March speed sanctuary. Okay. So we got our sanctuary here as well. And again, everything looks to be normal as far as the rewards and the honor points and all that good stuff. So there are honor points then, because you're gaining honor points on all these structures. So that's still a thing, guys. For all you honor point hounds out there, you're definitely still going to be doing the honor point system stuff. All right, so that's level 4. I'm assuming this is also level 4 as well. It is. Okay, cool. So let's go to the next zone, which technically to me should be zone 4. But let's take a look at this. So this is a level 5 pass. So this is now going to be zone 5 in my opinion. We've got, oh my goodness, zoom out. So top left corner here, this is your starting area for your element. I want to say, just based off of the flow of the numbers here, these passes will open up and you'll be able to do battle against other elements in these middle areas in between the corners. Is kind of the way I'm thinking. And you can flag over and block them off from the accessing the sanctuary. There are no passes coming from this area. This is really a condensed, closed area. It's basically a big ancient ruins area, but instead of an ancient ruins or altar of darkness, will both apply. It's a sanctuary, so you can get that 10% speed boost and again the extra honor. Now remember, when you're in a coalition, everybody in the coalition gets that honor. It's not just one alliance; it's the whole setup. So that's a very good thing. These are basically going to be little mini Kingslands, I think, which is pretty cool. And I think once they're open, you can kind of keep pushing out and keep trying to reclaim land if you lose it. This looks to be a non-stop fighting KVK, which is something I've been looking forward to for quite some time. This is pretty cool. Okay, so Lucerne's one of the same ones. San Pedro is the same one, and then Ceylon is also the same one. Now, once we get into Zone 5, you have your circles, and this is the same as always. Let's make sure that they're the same buffs. Okay, counterattack damage taken reduction, which is not a bad circle to have anymore now that we have Herald and the combinations that are out there now for counterattack damage. That's not bad at all to have. And then AP recovery, of course, is great to have, which that's normal. Let's go over here to the next circle. We should have 4 different circles, just like in the shrines. Healing speed, hospital capacity, yep. So it looks like these are all going to be the same. I believe this is the rally, yep. All damage and rally, yep, exactly right. So these are all the same. There's no new circles. I'll just check this one just to make sure they didn't throw a curveball on us. Yep, watchtower damage and reinforcement capacity is also the 4th one. So Zone 5 is, like always, well, these used to be Zone 4. You got Villa Villa, Zarate, you've got Ceylon and Florencia. Now, in here, you've got all these circles as normal, but I see, and it's got a ton of lettering here on top of everything else. That's the mountains, that's the passes and everything. You've also got an altar of darkness right here. So this is a little bit of a piece of the light versus darkness setup, where you've got altar of darkness still in this little space. I'm curious to see if you can't port in here. I'm sure you can't flag in here and all that good stuff. Let's see if we click the altar of darkness, if it allows us to do any of those things. New barbarians, altar of darkness cannot be attacked directly. Once alliances gain control, barbarian. Okay, so it doesn't say about the rules of that. Maybe it'll be on the passes. So let's check the pass. This is level 6 pass. So again, if it's going in order, it goes 4, 5, 6. 4 is a quick skirmish area, which is nice. You get early fighting. I like that. And then Zone 5 is your normal Zone 4, which has your circles. I'm sorry, not your normal Zone 4. This Zone 5, because I don't see any Hirons yet. I'll have to see if there are any Hirons here or not. And level 6 pass here allows troops to enter provinces, allows governors to teleport their cities to other provinces. Ooh. So I wonder if this blocks. Army may not go through passes, not occupied passes. Are these just generic pass stuff? Yeah, these are generic. So it's not going to tell us. It's not going to tell us if we can flag or. Now there's a rules thing on the actual heroic anthem thing. Maybe it says that stuff in there. We'll check that again as we wind up the video. But that's the Zone 6 passes. So again, we've got Zone 4 passes, which give you access to your connecting kingdoms or your connecting element coalitions or whatever, with an area of land in between with a sanctuary. Then you have your next Zone 5 area, which is really your next area to go out into the world to get towards the middle Kingsland area, is going to have your circles here, which is interesting. And again, I don't think you're going to be able to come in this way. These are likely going to be semi-protected. They're not going to be completely wide open, I'd imagine, or else, again, we're going to have a massive coalition basically making the school bus wheels go round and round all the way around the map on the edges and wiping everything out. I don't think that's going to be the case. They're just going to open up these little in-between areas for you guys to fight, which is awesome. Again, Altar of Darkness right here. That's going to be your normal, what you're used to in light versus darkness. I don't see. I see the sanctuary. I don't see any of the other buildings that we were supposed to be getting, right? I wonder if they're around, like if I got to zoom in a little bit. I don't see any Hirons, and I don't see the Bastions that we're supposed to be getting either. Let me see if I can find it really quick. One sec. Let me see. Let me see if... Wait, what's that? Okay. Ooh, I wonder if they're in the middle here. Okay, there's a sanctuary. Let me see if we can zoom in a little bit here and get... See if we can get something here. I gotta zoom in a little more. Wait a minute, what's this? Okay, here we go. Cannot view bastions in another lost kingdom. Okay, so I wonder if I can zoom out. Barbarian stronghold, maybe? Markers, resources. Explore. Okay, explore. So if you click the explore button, we're getting there, people. If you click the explore button, it shows you where all the bastions are at. And there's bastions in what looks to be all the zones except for Kingsland. So no bastions inside of Kingsland. But there are bastions inside of every other zone on the map. Awesome. So we've got it. And again, if you zoom in, it won't let me click it for you guys. I'm sorry, but cannot view bastions and another lost. So that's pretty cool. So there's supposed to be commanders here. You're supposed to be able, I'm assuming you go up to it with a flag and you can capture it, and then you can do whatever quest line it's got in there, or commander quest, or whatever it is, and you can complete that bastion, which will give you something, whether it's a buff or I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get there, but that's where the bastions are at. But again, I don't see Hirons, so it's just circles, guys. There's no Hirons. And let's go to the Zig over here and see if it's the same stuff. You got your citadels as normal. It's still called the Great Ziggurat and everything, and all the bonuses and benefits are exactly the same. So let's see. These are the same as well. The Guardians are 20k XP. I don't see anything super crazy. Let me check this out and see if maybe this is a new camp or keep. Yep, same one. So, in fact, probably the other keeps will be better for you than this one. Now, I do want to take a look at a couple other things. I've heard rumors. Yep, here we go. There's a prime example. Level 45 Barbarian Patrol in the starting zone. So the starting zone Barbs are in the 40s. Let's see what the zone 5s are. 48, 49, 53. 53, level 53 Barbarian. Let's see if we can find anything higher. It's 53. I think 53 is the highest that I've seen in here so far. Yeah, we'll call it 53 in the middle. The middle zone, zone 5. I don't see any 54s or 55s. All right, let's go into the in-between area. This is also level 48s, 44s, 46, 48. I don't see any 50s in the zone 4 area. So you have your starting zone, zone 4, zone 5, and then Kingsland. That's going to be the name of the game. I also see level 6 and 7 resource tiles. Level 3 gem node. Oh, I don't have that researched on this account. Yeah, these are the same as far as amounts go. Interesting. All right, so let's look at the Altar of Darkness, see if there's any higher level barbs here. 47, 47, 45, 46, 47. These are all about the same as well. All right, let's go to the middle. Are we going to see a level 60 or level 55 maybe? I see 52s and 53s. 54, 55, okay. Is there a level 60 or does it go up to 55? 55. If we see a 56, we're going to see a level 60. So how about that? I'm not saying anything above level 55. So I'm thinking 55 is the highest, guys. Lots of 55s over here. Still level 8s, level 9s on the resource tiles. Let me check this too. See if there's anything special on this. Nope, still an Alliance Crystal Field. I don't know if that would help the generation for your personal crystals or whatever. That's pretty neat, guys. I really like this. This is pretty cool. So it looks like it starts at level 40 on the barbs in the starting zone that you come into for your element or coalition or whatever, and then escalates up to 55. So in the regular Lost Kingdoms, it goes from 26 to 40, so that makes sense. Okay, so it's up by 15 levels. So now we're up to 55. Very, very nice. And then San Pedro, again, is going to be an open field. Have at it. That's awesome. I love that we're going to have this early on in the game and we don't have to sit here and wait. Sit here and wait for, you know, the King's Land to open up, basically. And the King's Land looks to be the old King's Land where it's everybody's going ham. It's not super small and cramped. It's going to be, this is a big map, guys. This is the normal sized map, basically. In fact, it is the normal sized map. It's just divided up differently. So this is going to be very, very strong. And it's not going to be as cramped as Light versus Darkness. It's going to be wide open like your original 1 and 2 KVK. So I think that's all we really need to know, right? We've got, let me check the passes to King's Land. Maybe there's something different there. No, they're level 8 passes. I don't see any other passes that we can access, maybe? I don't know. I don't think we have any. So the Zone 5 areas have passes in between them. These are level 7. Okay, so the way it's going to go, okay, so I think we finally have this. The way it's going to go, and I think these are these level 7s as well? Level 6. Okay. Oh, wow, so there's another skirm. Okay, so here's the structure of the KVK. Mark it at, what's the time on this video? 17 minutes and a half. Mark it on the video. So at the beginning of KVK, you start here. Your first passes are going to be here. These are the level 4 passes. This is your zone 4. Instead of having Hirons, you're going to have a sanctuary. Okay. You also have access to the Bastions in the home starting area as well as zone 4. Then what's going to happen is you're going to have access to zone 5. Now you'll have access with your element only. Okay. There's no other way to get in here right off the bat because you're on the level 5 passes now, and the middle areas in between the corners where you start at don't have access. There's no passes to zone 5 from that area. So even if you lose that area, you still have zone 5 to play in unmolested. Okay. Now from there, you're in zone 5. Now you need to look for level 6, which is the Altar of Darkness. So the next thing that's going to happen is your Altar of Darkness will open up and you'll be competing against the other element coalition from the people beside you there as well as here. So you can fight 2 different coalitions side by side. That's very nice. Then after that, you'll be able to unlock the pass in between the zone 5s. And at this point, technically, you could start locking everybody up because you have access to the entire map circularly, if that makes sense, if that's a word. So level 7 passes unlock. You'll be able to open up access to these zone 5s and start cutting, taking all of the circles, yada, 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 okay? From there, then you've got the level 8 passes where you can go into King's Land, and that's that. Now, if they don't follow it by number, I think the more logical way to do it is to have this area for skirmish, and you can just skirmish nonstop, 0 players, whatever. Then you can go into Zone 5, unmolested. Then you can go into Kingsland unmolested and have everybody come in the middle. And then once Kingsland's been open, just like with the Kingsland in Light versus Darkness, then the passes in between the Zone 5s open up. That's what I would do to make this even more fun. Because again, if you get broken down on the level 8 pass here or level 7 pass here, you're not going to touch Kingsland. You're not going to have an opportunity to be in Kingsland. So I think that would give you the best of both worlds. But I think they're probably going to follow the numbers there. So you're going to have the opportunity to basically lock up this KVK, assuming there's no backstabbing and whatever available to you to do, or if you do it. This is the way it's going to go. And then you've got Kingsland. I think Ziggurat wins. I don't see any structures where you need to break them or anything. I don't recall that being in the rules that we talked about earlier. So, wow. I'm so glad I was able to see this. And I hope this has been helpful for you. This should shed some light on the steps it's going to take to win KVK for the Heroic Anthem KVK. It also should give you some insight into how you should build your coalition from just a location standpoint on the map, and just as importantly, what you need to do to win. Because each stage, there's going to be an opportunity for you to deal a blow to your enemy, as well as grow strength for your own alliance and coalition. And then again, in each other stage going forward, there's going to be spots where you can make a mark, where you can make an impact against your opponent and possibly win before Kingsland even opens. So hope you enjoyed this video. I know I have. This has been awesome. Give me a like and a thumbs up if you guys have enjoyed it as well. Hit the sub button if you have not done that already. This is a sponsored content creation channel for Rise of Kingdoms. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. Have a good one. Take care.